Hi, Dr. Waggy here, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the split brain studies that were done on patients that are actually still being done on patients who have their corpus callosum severed. And the corpus callosum is a tract of nerve fibers that runs between the left and right hemisphere that allows those two hemispheres to talk. So if you were to do something, say this is a demo I use in my classes, put your right hand out in front of you and move it around in a circle, and then you were to put your left hand out in front of you. I hope you're trying this. And move it around in a square. It's really, really kind of difficult to do. And that's because both of your hemispheres are communicating with each other and interfering with that motor task that you're trying to do in both of your hands. Now, in some individuals, and you're going to read about these individuals this semester, um, who may suffer from epilepsy, their corpus callosum might be surgically split in order to keep their seizures at a manageable number and in order to reduce the severity of the seizures that they do have. I'm posting a video on your Canvas page of a Scientific American Frontiers video that demonstrates a study using a split brain patient, because some really interesting things happen when your hemispheres don't communicate with each other. So your right hemisphere responds to stimuli that are in your left visual field, and your right hemisphere controls the left side of your body. Your left hemisphere responds to stimuli in your right visual field, so the right half of both eyes, and it controls the right half of your body. Language is also almost exclusively in your left hemisphere. For 95% of people, let's say. And so some really interesting things happen if you have somebody, say, stare straight ahead at a fixation point on a screen, and they're staring at the fixation point, and you quickly flash something on both sides of that fixation point. What's on, so say it's two words, say it's like apple and banana. The word banana gets flashed to the left hemisphere. And then if you ask that person to say what they just saw, they'll be able to say banana because language is in the left hemisphere. But the word apple gets flashed to the right hemisphere. And while on some level they saw it, they can't verbalize that they saw it, at least in most people. However, if you ask them to pick out of a lineup the object that they just saw, they will, remember, apple got flashed to the right hemisphere. Using their left hand, they'll be able to pick out a banana. And then what's really weird is that they'll just make up this story about why they picked banana. And that's another function of the left hemisphere. Remember, the left hemisphere is now seeing everything. The left hemisphere is very good at interpreting and I guess kind of making up stories that make sense. This is one of the most fascinating things, I think, about this semester and the things you'll learn. So you're reading about System 1 and System 2 now, but then you're also going to read, sorry, my nose itched. You're going to read Gazzaniga, a chapter from Gazzaniga's Who's in Charge, and Mike Gazzaniga is the person that's in this Scientific American Frontiers video who kind of revolutionized a lot of this split brain research. So you're going to be reading a book from his Who's in Charge about this left brain interpreter that's really kind of fascinating. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of background on that before you got into the video. Okay, go enjoy it.